Annyeonghaseyo, this is meowmurai. Let's check out Giga Wrecker Alt running on Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, some pretty basic options. March 20, 2032, they appear without warning. Killing machines of unknown origin. A wild frenzy of speculation about their identities soon followed. Foreign military robots run amok. Autonomous weapons sent to evade us from outer space. Metallic life forms from another dimension. Relics from an ancient civilization. Newspapers and talk shows buzzed with conspiracy theories that bordered on the supernatural. But not for long. The invasion advanced with astonishing speed. All humanity could do was watch as cities continued to fall, until there was no one left to make wild-eyed theories. Not an army in the world stood a chance against this technology no human had ever conceived of. 3 years have passed since. The few survivors remaining in this living hell crawl like rats in the ruins of better days, waiting miserably for their inevitable capture. Once caught, the old and diseased are put to death, while the young are forced into a life of slavery until they perish. Amidst the misery sits a girl in captivity. The robots have taken her family, her friends, her everything. Her name? Reika Rekkeiji. Now I've done it. I managed to claw my way out of some pretty hairy situations these past 3 years. Guess my luck had to run out in the end. 19 years, huh? Is that all I get in this life? Not far from the prison, another girl searches the ruins on the city in earnest. Or of the city in earnest. I have to find her, no matter what it takes. Ooh, it's not 60 frame scrolling. Okay. Why make a side scrolling game that only scrolls at 30 frames? It is beyond reason. The Game Freak, though. Not exactly a company known for well running technology. I think the prison's up ahead. That's one serious landslide. I'm not sure I can smash my way through it. If only there was some way to put it back to how it was before it collapsed. Oh, okay. A little hint about what's happening there. Locked. There should be a control panel here that will open it. Must be the control panel that unlocks the prison door. Reika has to be in here. Bang bang. Clink clink clank. Thud. Reika, it's you. Who are you? Have you come to save me? I'm so glad you're okay. Thanks. Hey, hold on a second. How do you know my name? Intruder alert. Intruder alert. You triggered the alarm. Unregistered organism detected in prison area. Guards, proceed to compromised sector immediately. They're on to me. There won't be time to break you out of here now. What does that mean? I have no choice. It's the only way. Whoa, whoa. Why do you have that thing in your hand? Put it down. You're gonna hurt someone. You're a good person, Reika. I'm afraid the goodness in you is going to cause the fall of the human race. What are you talking about? For the sake of humanity, you have to die. No, wait. Stop, stop. Ah. Huh? Intruder located. Intruder located. Capture of unregistered organism in prison area confirmed. Adult female. Test subject material. Affirmative. I repeat. Capture of test subject candidate confirmed. Let go of me. I have to complete my mission. I was badly injured. Everything went dark. My, what a sight. Looks like your left arm is, well, non-existent. And is that a broken rib sticking into your heart? I'd say you have, 4, maybe 5 minutes left to live. That is, unless you have a genius like me around to save you. Well, you interested? He called himself Dr. Kozuki, and as my consciousness began to slip away, I accepted his offer. I became a guinea pig for his experiments in exchange for my life. For all I knew, Kozuki was crazy, but refusing his help meant accepting certain death. So I set my pride aside and watched as my body was patched back together, scrap by scrap, bolt by bolt. I'm no longer human. I have this horrible metal arm and who knows what else, but I'm not quite a machine either. I'm a cyborg named Reika Rekkeiji. Rekkeiji, I think. Hey, are you listening? Yep, I'm all ears. What's with you? Daydreaming again? No, it's nothing. Looks like your comms module's working at least. Well then, let's go over this again. You want things, I want things. In other words, we need to make a mutually beneficial arrangement. The thing I want? Data from the field to help with my research. And you want to get out of this scare factory as soon as humanity cyborgly possible. Humanly. Well, yeah, I didn't ask you to save my life so I could get captured again. And besides, there's something I need to find out. Oh, what is it? None of your business. Charming. Don't feel the need to share or anything. I'm only your knight in shining lab coat, the man who pulled you from rubble and fixed you up. Look, it's not that simple, okay? If you say so, let's just agree to terms, shall we? You're going to work off your debt by exploring this place and sending me as much data about your surroundings as you can. Once I'm satisfied, you'll be free to go. Free? With these robots in charge? Who are you trying to kid? It'll be a breeze. Think of it as just a little chore you have to do before you can go play. Alright, what choice do I have anyway? Good girl. Now let's start gathering the sweet, sweet data. It's a wall. Don't tell me I've already hit a dead end. Don't get your wires in a bunch. This is the perfect opportunity to introduce you to your new abilities. It's time to witness the jaw-dropping miracle that is cyborg technology. Courtesy of yours truly. Jaw-dropping miracle? That's how you're describing turning me into a walking junkyard? Hey, what's with the attitude? You told me to do it, didn't you? Well, I guess you were half dead at the time, so there is a slight chance you weren't making the wisest decision. Don't sweat the small stuff, kid. Let's get back to your nifty new abilities. By using special electromagnetic waves to amplify your brain waves and bioelectric signals to excite the nanomachines scattered throughout the atmosphere and soil, and then applying momentum to the accumulated crystals. Scientific mumbo-jumbo. Which leads us to an inevitable and quite beautiful conclusion. Hit that wall and you will break it. Gotcha. Well, that last part at least. Y button attack. Whoop. Whoop. That's a rocket-class robot. Designed for labor, but surprisingly talented at making mincemeat out of people. Yeah, I remember. I lost way too many friends to those damn things. Well, it's a good thing you've got a brilliant scientist on your side now. They won't stand a chance against your new cyborg self. Now, go knocking around and fetch me some precious combat data. You know, I think you're right. I feel like I can beat this thing. Which means I finally have a way of fighting back. Maybe I can help end all this craziness. I might even have to thank you. Just don't let it get to your head, okay? Thank me later. For now, focus on not getting hit. I haven't figured out how to make a cyborg immortal yet. Oh, of course, first thing I do is get hit. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this. Looks like I can tweak the trajectory of my attacks, too. Upward attack? Downward attack. Okay. What's up with that wall? Looks like there's some kind of yellow goo on it. That goo is actually nanomachines in liquid form. You can recall the fragments of anything you break, as long as they're covered in nanomachines. What do you mean, recall? It's another nifty new cyborg ability courtesy of Dr. Amazing. Using radio waves, you can manipulate the nanomachines attached to debris and pull them towards you. Think of yourself as a walking, talking nanomachine magnet. It only works on smaller pieces of debris, though, so make sure you crush things up before giving it a go. Oh, okay. I just gather stuff. Thanks to the nanomachine's tendency to form crystalline structures, any debris you recall will form a single solid mass. The more debris you recall, the larger your mass gets. I'm guessing you've already noticed, but you can recall fragments of the robots you destroy. It's because liquid nanomachines circulate through their bodies, sort of like blood in humans. There's a bunch of jargon here I don't understand. Preserve your memories in the form of quantum bits? A save point? Ensure your room is well lit and take frequent breaks? Ah, sure, whatever you say. Yeah, it's a shame it only runs at 30 frames. It's kind of cool looking. The idea is real solid, but only 30 frames on a 2D side-scroller? I mean, it shouldn't even be a thing. And granted, this game is on sale for $2, so I don't have like a lot to complain about. I keep seeing these sparkly blue things flying everywhere. You know what they are? They are nanocrystals. They're essentially crystallized inert nanomachines. I use them to make your new body, so collecting them should enable us to power up your abilities even further. A cyborg able to maintain and upgrade itself. Somehow my brilliance still manages to amaze me. Well, whatever. I guess it can't hurt to collect a few. Have you noticed how the walls and pillars you break turn into debris? If you're savvy about it, you can turn them into stepping stones that will help you progress farther in into your exploration. In other words, destruction can sometimes beget progress. Sometimes I sound like a wise man without even trying. Please. So I can use debris to help me reach stuff. Got it. What if I mess up and break something I shouldn't have? That's where convergence points come in handy. Convergence what? See that spot surrounded by pink glowing particles? It's called a convergence point. It has a highly irregular distribution of something we call tachyon particles, particles that can distort space and time. Using your abilities to oscillate electromagnetic waves in the tachyon field, you can incite a phenomenon called a tachyon burst. This will allow you to travel back in time. Wait, I travel back in time? You're telling me I can I can time travel now? Well, they thought way too much about the plot of this game. Door's locked. Of course it is. Why does it take so long for a screen refresh? I mean, it's not like this really complicated 3D game. It's a very simple 2D game. What's this say? Nanolift? What's that mean when it's at home? It's a transport device built by using liquid nano machine technology. Works sort of like an elevator. The nanomachines will respond to the electromagnetic waves in your recall ability and surge out of the base, lifting you higher. What are you, maybe 150 pounds? Yeah, shouldn't be a problem for one of these things. Excuse you, there's no way I weigh anywhere close to 150 pounds. Haven't tried weighing yourself since I added that metal arm, have you? No, I guess not. Use it. Okay. Yeah, thanks. Hey Doc, what's up? I get that I can recall more debris to make my ball of junk bigger, but what's the point of lugging something like that around? Not one point, two. First, a larger mass allows you to attack from a greater distance. As for the second, you'll find out soon enough. I'm not sure I like the sound of that. That's a Padma-class robot. It comes equipped with a rather annoying shock absorber. A what? See that red-brown thing on its head? It protects the robot from incoming damage. Wait, so what does that mean? Are you saying I won't be able to damage it at all? Don't start freaking out. Nothing's invincible. There's only so much incoming damage a shock absorber can handle. As long as you have a mass debris that's larger than the absorber, you should be able to destroy it. Remember how I said there was a second advantage to carrying more debris around with you? This would be advantage number 2. So all I gotta do is smash it with a bigger ball of debris? Piece of cake. I'm gonna teach these glorified toaster ovens how to feel emotions, starting with fear. I think it's about time. Hey kid, want to hear a fun fact? Huh? What now? Your ability to manipulate nanomachines can be put to another interesting use. What do you mean? I call it arms reconstruction and manipulation, or ARM for short. It allows you to deconstruct and reassemble debris fragments along with the nanomachines in them to create weapons or tools. If you can learn a few uses from your ARM ability, I'm sure they'll come in handy for combat, or just plain getting out of here. So, I can make a weapon right now? Nope, you can only make things if you know their structure, inside and out, down to the minutest detail. Great, I guess I'm out of luck then. Not quite. Look around you. What better place to find instructions on how to build stuff than all these workshops and warehouses? If you can find a terminal containing the right blueprint data, you can plug right in and install it directly into your brain. Install? To my brain? You may have already noticed, but I tinkered around with your optic nerves a little. You should be able to tell whatever your debris ball is big enough to destroy a shock absorber based on the aura surrounding it. A red aura means your attacks will be ineffective. Make sure it's blue before trying to bust its bolts. Can't decide if I'm happy about how convenient that sounds or annoyed that you think my optic nerves are a plaything. Looks like this terminal contains data for some kind of blueprint. Go take a look. Alright, let's see. Installing nanoblock blueprint. Installation complete. Looks like the installation's complete. It's like everything is flashing. Nice. Looks like your ARM protocol has been upgraded to allow you to construct nanoblocks. Gee, amazing. What's a nanoblock? It's debris compressed into a dense cube. It'll come in handy if you ever need something to stand on. L button's a nanoblock. Okay. Oh, before I forget, let me tell you about a handy feature called the nanomap. It works like a radar, making an approximate scan of your surroundings by transmitting weak radio waves to nanomachines in the air. Wow, that sounds pretty cool. It really does. I'm seriously bad at directions. That it is. Why not fire it up so I can give you a crash course? Okay, let's see. This red area shows your current position. Whoa, this place is huge. I can see door icons showing me areas I came from before, but the places I haven't been to yet are completely blank. Don't we have any data on them? What do you think I sent you out there for? Fieldwork is the basis of all good research. Once you pass through a doorway or inspect anything of interest, like a locked door or any equipment that looks important, an icon will be added to your nanomap. I see. So if I find a door I can't open or a machine I can't use, I should probably take a look at it so I can find my way back to it later. I better remember to inspect anything that looks interesting. Sure, you do your thing. You can access the nanomap from the pause menu by pressing the plus button, or activate it directly by pressing the minus button. What is this? Why, this is remarkable. What astounding technology. It appears to be some kind of teleportation device. Once a person is registered to its database, they can warp to it directly no matter where they may be. Wow, so you can warp to it from anywhere. You'll be doing a lot of it coming and going for my research, and we don't really know where you'll need to be. Using a device like this will save you a lot of time and trouble. The more you find them, the easier things will be. That does sound useful. Since it works like a signpost of sorts, let's call it a beacon. Wow, this game has so much blah blah. its first 30 minutes, there's so much stopping and talking. It's like somebody's taking the story way too seriously, I swear. I still don't know who that girl was. You sure you never met her somewhere before? I find it hard to believe she'd sneak into a prison and risk her life to kill a complete stranger. I don't think I've ever done anything that would make someone want to kill me, have I? Who knows? Maybe you cut her off in traffic once, copied her homework, or told someone she was annoying. Oh, shut up. She came out of nowhere, and I thought she was going to save me. But what did she do? She told me I had to die for the sake of humanity. What's up with that? You're a good person, Reika. I'm afraid the goodness in you is going to cause the fall of the human race. It just doesn't make sense. But she looks so serious, like something was tormenting her. I need to know why she wanted to kill me. Sounds like you're a little obsessed with this girl. No, I just need to know. Why would she do that? If I could find her, maybe I could ask her. You're going to look for her? Wasn't she captured by the very things you're running away from? Yeah, but it's going to drive me crazy if I never find out. Can't seem to break this wall. Dang, no way to hack it either, huh? Guess we'll just have to wait till whoever is in charge of security decides to let you through. You serious? You just want me to stand here? Hey, sometimes things don't go your way. Fate moves in mysterious ways and all that. Fate, my foot. Yeah, these load screens are really long, too. I mean, considering what kind of game this is. Game Freak really isn't capable of making anything efficient. They don't really seem to have very good programmers overall. Oh, no. I can't fight this thing. I've seen them slice cars in half. Looks like a chakram class. They do have large shock absorbers, which means they'll both take and deal damage that are a lot harder. But hey, that junkyard dropout is no match for you. If you don't have enough debris on you, try to attack it when it strikes you with its tail. You should be able to destroy its tail and use the resulting debris to finish it off. It's time you learn to believe in yourself. Or rather, believe in the gifts my superior intellect and ingenious research have given you. If you don't stop talking like that, I'm going to use my fancy cyborg arm to clobber you. But you're right, I've come this far. There's no way I'm turning back now. Let's do this, you sad excuse for a waffle iron. These nanoblocks things look pretty heavy. Nanomachines may be tiny, but they can sure throw nanoblocks around like they weigh nothing at all. I wonder if I can use them to weigh stuff down, too. Hey, I'm assuming you already know this, but you're putting yourself in a lot of danger looking for that girl. If something happens to you, I'm going to lose all that precious combat data in your head. Gee, thanks for your concern. It'll be fine. You've made me a lot stronger. Strong enough to make me think I can do this. Plus, there's no way I can pretend it never happened. I could be dead tomorrow. I need to find out who she is today. Fine. Well, it's your funeral. I won't be held responsible if things go south. Just do me a favor and try to leave my data intact if they do. Guess I didn't have much health left. Oh, okay. Well, oh yeah, this is definitely a Japanese game. Just make you scroll through slow scrolling dialogue over and over again. What is this thing? It's a war portal. The robot army uses them to transport troops and resources. Huh, nifty. If we find one of these, that means you can teleport right to one of their bases. But it'll be a lot more dangerous than these parts. You happy to take that risk? Yeah, I am. I've got to be brave. I've got to find that girl. Or not. Or we could go this way. Go this way anyway. Okay, why don't we stop it there? This is meowmurai. You've been watching Giga Wrecker Alt, running on Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, right now this game's on sale for $2, which is quite a bit of a savings from the original asking price. I think it's like $34.99. It's kind of a high-priced game, considering what it is. Yeah, it's okay. This is definitely not running ideally. I mean, it's a 2D game running at 30 frames a second. And most of the time you spend your time zoomed way out of the screen and everything is absolutely tiny. Not all the time, but a lot of times. I don't know why they couldn't have gotten this to run at 60 even on the Switch 1. There's nothing in here that would compel me to think that couldn't have been done. But that being said, I mean, it seems like it's fun gameplay. Being able to destroy items and reform them and then use those as puzzle solving material or combat. That seemed cool, but there's also like a ton of dialogue in this game. I mean, somebody really went overboard on the story on a 2D puzzle platformer. So, I mean, this is like playing a Metal Gear Solid game in that you play a little bit of game and then you just get this cascade of dialogue which you have to sift through. I don't know if this is really the best way to do it. Normally this kind of stuff would be done with voiceovers, but since there's no voice in the game, you have to just like pause the game and just read through dialogue. I don't know, hopefully the whole game is not like that. I mean, it seems like I haven't really had a chance to play that much, you know, with the limited scenarios that they give you in the first, 30 minutes of the game. But I don't know. I think we'll come back and revisit this and see if it gets any better. But if it keeps at this pace, with all of this dialogue stopping the action all the time, I mean, it'll be hard for me to recommend it even at $2. Just make a movie, folks. You don't need to make a game if all you want to do is have your player read through dialogue over and over again. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.